G'day YouTube. This is a little bit different to my usual road videos. I'd just like to have a quick yarn to you about this G1W dash camera, or as I prefer to call it, this little orange box full of lies. You see here the main chip, NT96650, that's a lie. File format, MOV, that's another lie. I purchased this off eBay from a Hong Kong seller. It was 38 Australian dollars delivered, which is around about $30 US, give or take a couple of nickels. I was aware that there were fake versions or clone versions, whatever you want to call them, of this camera getting around, and I thought for 38 bucks I'd take a punt, and it turns out I got burned. My reasoning was that even if it was a fake, I could still probably use it as a rear view camera. As it turns out, the quality is so poor that it's basically unusable. So that's the camera that came in the box, and what that's supposed to be is a genuine G1W camera, but in fact what it is a complete crock of shit. It's a fake, and a fairly poor one at that. When I first turned it on, these LEDs here were brightly illuminated. Now they spruik that as being night vision. I say that plain white LEDs is no more night vision than my ball sack, but that's beside the point. Night vision shining through any glass or a windscreen of a car is all but pointless anyway. So point is they were brightly illuminated, so I went straight to the menu system to turn them off. Anyway, I get to the menu system and I find out that in fact night vision as a feature on this camera in these menus simply doesn't exist. This camera, no night vision. So I'm buggered if I know how they got them to turn on in the first place, but the only way I could get them to turn off was by doing a hard reset with a little reset button on the end there. Did a little bit more research on the net, and sure enough I find a couple of other telltale signs, one of which is the file format. This camera, and from what I understand many other fake cameras like it, are recording in AVI format, and the legit G1W records in MOV format. This one, definitely AVI. So the other way to confirm is to open up the camera and check the main processor. The legit G1W has the NT96650. I'll break this open and I'll show you what I've got. Okay, so first things first, if you are going to attempt to open up your own G1W dash camera, there's just a couple of things that you should be aware of and be careful of. The LEDs are mounted on a little daughter board on the inside of the front part of the shell, as is a speaker behind those holes, as well as in this one, the battery version. My battery is mounted over here somewhere with a little bit of double-sided tape. Now all three of those are hardwired to the main circuit board, which is housed in the back section of the shell. So when you open this thing up, the speaker wires in particular give you a very short range of movement before you start damaging things. Now all of those wires in this camera, they're extremely thin, they're piss weak, and they break very easily. In fact, all 6 of my wires are completely separated from the main circuit board now, so I don't have a worry in the world. But if you're going to be, wanting to actually use your camera after you've opened it up to check, you just need to be careful, because you will break wires. I don't really care anymore, because in my mind this camera's already set for complete destruction. I'll probably smash the shit out of it with a hammer, or perhaps set it on fire, or perhaps both, just for a laugh. And I'll record that and you can laugh along with me if you like. I don't hold out any great hopes of getting a refund off the seller. He's been pretty unhelpful in emails, but we'll see how we go. Either way, he's not getting this back, certainly not in one piece. So on with getting this thing open. It's pretty simple. You just need some sort of prying tool. This is what I use. You just need to get down into the seam there, wiggle it around. I've had this one open 4 or 5 times, so it should open up pretty easy. There you go. So like I say, those wires, those are the ones from the speaker. That's the speaker there, and they were connected to these 2 little terminals here on the board. So like I say, it doesn't give you much room to move. Anyway, to get over that, this is just stuck in with a little bit of sticky goo of some sort, so it comes straight out. That's the LED daughter board there, and those 2 wires were connected to a couple of terminals right there, or thereabouts. And that's the battery, obviously, and they were connected just there. Like I say, I don't need any of that rubbish. It's this is the important bit here. Now the main processor chip is on the reverse side of this main circuit board, and it's a simple matter of just the 4 screws, 1 in each corner, and I'll whip them out now. Okay, so the other thing to just be aware of is that this HDMI connector at the end here protrudes slightly out into the plastic shell, so this board needs to be lifted up at this end and moved in that direction slightly, just so you can get it out. So it's just a matter of levering that up. Doesn't give much resistance, and then just slide it a little bit and get that out. Now you can't be too ham-fisted. There's a ribbon cable underneath here which connects to the LCD. The LCD sits in a little bit of a slot, so you need to just give it a bit of a shake and a wiggle and it should come out. Okay, so that's just the LCD. That's the main chip there. It's just got a little bit of sticky back spongy stuff on there to give that a bit of a shock absorption, I suppose. Now I don't know if you'll be able to spot that with this light and this camera, but I'll put a still photo of that up anyway. But as you can clearly see, or at least I can clearly see, that chip is designated an NT96220FG. That's the wrong chip. Like I said before, that's supposed to be an NT96650, not a 96220. So anyway, it's a fake. There's the proof. That's how you open it up. That's what you should expect to see. Thanks for watching.